every impression and understanding that not too long ago last year, government in placing the financial sector found it appropriate and relevant to do some closures affecting over 347 institutions in the finance sector. And when this happened, the shock that it brought to all Ghanaians, I'm not the one blaming it to anybody. Now, we took solace in the fact that we were giving a receiver, for the receiver to move on to ensure that all other entitlements, whether under the Act of 1930, the Banking Act, or that what was reasonable to ensure that no affected employee will be affected otherwise. We've concluded negotiations. Nothing has happened. Therefore, I proceed to read the press statement. Light of ex-workers of the collapsed microfinance and savings and loans companies. Ladies and gentlemen, and the press and colleagues, workers, especially the ex-employees of the collapsed microfinance and savings and loans companies. The purpose of these press conference is to register our pain and dissatisfaction against the unending delays, with one excuse to the other, over the numerous reminders that have been sent to the receiver's office on the payment of exit packages to the ex-employees of the collapsed microfinance and savings and loans companies since the Bank of Ghana revoked their licenses of their employers in 2019. Erroneous impression has been created on the just ended virtual May Day platform that these affected workers have been fully paid. Meanwhile, until this morning, courtesy the media, that we learned that some arrangements are being made to ensure successful payment. That lies that was reported on the May Day platform to mislead all Ghanaians that the affected workers have been paid. We are here to do that correction without any fear or favor. Now, it is regrettable that the receiver, Mr. Eric Nananipa, appointed by the government in October 2019 to oversee payment of exit packages and other pecuniary benefits to the workers who were affected by the Bank of Ghana revocation of banking licenses of 11 months ago until today, and our expectations have not been met. Indeed, despite appointing a labor consultant in the person of Mr. Austin Gami to assist him in determining the exit packages due the affected employees of the collapsed entities, and the ICU Ghana having entered into negotiations with the labor consultant for and on behalf of the ex-employees of the microfinance and savings and loans companies, and agreement on the exit packages and other pecuniary benefits payable to the ex-workers concluded, and memorandum of agreement duly drawn and signed by the parties in December 2019. The entitlement due to these ex-employees have still not been paid. The Industrial and Commercial Workers Union has made appeals to the Honorable Minister for Finance and Economic Planning, as well as the Honorable Minister for Employment and Labor Relations, for their intervention to facilitate the payment of these ex-employees' entitlements to them. But sadly, until today, none of them have even had the courtesy to respond to these appeals that have been sent to their tables. Most of the affected employees are family men and women, and currently have no other means of livelihood. The worst aspect is that you find a situation in which both parents have lost their jobs as a result of the collapse of the microfinance and savings and loan companies. So, no income is coming from either husband or wife, such a home situation, how will you describe it? Are we having authorities that have the feeling of the people? Because it is not our fault that these companies were fraudulently either registered or in dubious terms they were brought into existence without due regulations, and the regulators who were there have looked on for their illegal existence, and yet we the workers are supposed to face the poor blunt of this harsh decision, a decision that didn't come with the human face that we think it deserves. We are here today because these families also unfortunately coming under the COVID-19, where now every Ghanaian is spending more above whatever our incomes are, because the COVID has brought other extended cash demands and expenditures on us. The over 3 million affected workers in this particular sector are crying for help, and help must come now. So, no income coming from either husband or wife. This has inflicted pain and tremendous suffering on their families, and so need immediate relief to ameliorate their situation. This major call, we want every Ghanaian authority in this particular decision of the microfinance collapse to rise up to the occasion and respond to our plea. Another disturbing issue is that their own provident fund and welfare contributions have still not been paid by the receiver, who have not been able to identify with the suffering of these workers or see the need to expedite action on the payment of the ex-employees' entitlements to them to ameliorate their plight. This we find quite inhuman and unacceptable. We are drawing every listener's attention that some segment of the society under these microfinance and savings and loan, that the kind of pain going on there, some listening ear, and not just listening ear, some action of relief must be sent to them. It is for this reason that the ICU Ghana, representing ex-employees, has opted to go public to appeal to the appropriate authorities involved in the payment of the exit packages and other benefits to the ex-employees of these unfortunate microfinance and savings and loans companies whose licenses have been revoked. ICU Ghana respectfully will want to state that if those involved in the payment of the entitlements due to these ex-employees of the above mentioned microfinance and savings and loans companies refuse to heed to the passionate plea and lamentation of these ex-employees and immediately do the needful, then we shall have no other means than to advise ourselves appropriately on the next course of action to press home the legitimate demands of the ex-employees.
No,